Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. And in this video, I have a very interesting story coming out of T-Mobile. This was first reported by Light Reading, so I will leave the article in the description down below. But it is very interesting nonetheless. So starting June 1st, Matt Staniff has announced his departure from T-Mobile. He's a long-term employee of 16 years. He's held several senior leadership positions. As his departure happens June 1, he will have been the chief marketing officer in charge of the branding of T-Mobile and changing the perception. If some of you guys have watched the earnings call, you've seen him on the earnings call. You might have seen him at the analyst day. So he's been a part of the main executive teams that T-Mobile has had since the merger of Sprint was announced, and John announced his departure. There was some shift in the leadership team, but mostly, from what I was told, it was internal movement in terms of internal promotions. So him leaving now is going to spark some speculations. I've been hearing rumblings over the last few months that internally, Mike Sievert is not the same that he portrays to be in public. He's more the boss type. He's not as laid back behind closed doors, very aggressive. So he's very different. So that takes some getting used to, especially when you've had previous personnel in a CEO position that had a completely different personality. So that's what he was quoted referencing in an interview late 2020. He said that all of it was hitting him at once. Now, that's not saying that that's the reason why he left. I'm sure there's some personal issues involved. He may have gotten a better position with more pay, but he did reference a few things, such as his team being double the size now after the merger, that the workload, especially with the pandemic, is even more now. Him not able to see the team in person, it kind of bothered him. And then also being under a new CEO took some, you had to get used to that. It was new. And Mike Sievert, apparently, like I said, he's different behind closed doors than what we see in public in the media. So like I said, I've been hearing rumors, rumblings over the last few months that we could see more executives departures at T-Mobile. Will we ever know the real reason? Maybe. We have yet to hear who's going to replace Matt Staniff. So I'm sure we'll get that update, and I'll let you guys know over the next few days. But I could see some other executives leaving the company too. I mean, Neville Ray is not getting any younger. He's going to at some point retire. Does he see the entire era of 5G? Likely not. I don't see him staying with the company another decade. Does he see through the merger integration? Perhaps. I think we can see him taking part of that. But beyond that, I don't know if he continues to stay with the company. Remember, this is just a job, and then you retire, and that's kind of how life works. And I think Neville will eventually also announce his retirement, just like Braxton Carter did. And then soon, we're going to start seeing a complete overhaul of T-Mobile's executive team. John Fryer isn't getting any younger, and we'll see, different faces. I think Sievert is still fairly young, so he might stick around a couple of years, depending on what his personal goals are for his career. I mean, it's hard to top being a CEO, but he might want to do something else. Peter, the CTO, or no, the CFO, Chief Financial Officer, he seems fairly young, so he might stick around. So who knows? Everybody has different aspirations. We'll see what happens. Maybe we get some more detail as to why Staniff left. He still seems young, so I don't think he's going to retire or quit. So like I said, either he didn't like his new environment, the CEO putting too much pressure on him, whatever the case may be. But I think he still needs to work. So we'll likely see him go to another company or do something else. So stay tuned to the channel. Leave all your comments in the comment section down below. Look forward to reading them. If you have been on the channel or you're new to the channel and you have not yet liked, share, subscribe, make sure you do so. Hit the notification bell so you are notified when I do upload content. Make sure to follow the social media outlets for more updates and interactions. Thanks again for watching. This is Tyrone with Tech Life, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.